All right.
Okay, and we're back. We did not switch to a different channel. We were just bringing everything up. You get to watch Bob Brandel versus Preston Bitzer. Bob is no stranger to the BroBots build, and Preston is fighting with Whisper and Kenkirk. On the other table, Stephen Michael is facing the list that we just saw win, John.
Holy cow.
What?
Is this what you have?
The quick wrap? Yeah.
The chicken wrap?
I didn't get the chicken. I got the pork.
Oh.
So yeah, we just had lunch. So
Yeah. Sorry. What?
So we're talking about how great our lunch was. And before things get started, did you like reload all this stuff?
It'll pop up on its own.
It will. Okay.
They just haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Cool. Well, before they get started, I just want to plug the narrative that they're doing here. I don't know if anyone here has done any D&D organized play or anything like that, but they figured out, the people running X-Wing here, they figured out how to do a battle interactive for X-Wing. So there's this big old capital ship Star Destroyer that you've probably seen pictures of, sitting in the middle of the room, and there's all these tables of people playing X-Wing around it, and there's another little table that's the like command table that has like a little model of the Star Destroyer and like all the different tables modeled, like, and so they're sending, the capital ships are firing on the different tables and attacking ships on there, and it's really, really well done. So anyway, they're doing their setup. Bob shoved all his rocks on his starting line there. Preston put 2 of his rocks. He measured them exactly at like 2.5 away. I wonder what that was all about.
I don't know.
And then he put the 3rd one over there, causing a little mess, which meant, of course, Bob is not going anywhere near that little mess over there. Because Bob's doing, I don't know if you've seen Bob's opening before. This is the opening that, as far as I know, is the opening that he knows. He loves doing this opening. I'm working on the assumption he's going to do a 2-bank with the one guy, and then a 2-turn with the other guy. That's what he does. I can't tell which one is B. I think the one farther away from us is B. I'm pretty sure what ends up happening is B is the one that goes towards us on this page. Hey, Ira, can you help us out a second and walk over there and figure out which one is B on the table, IG-88B? The one? Okay, thank you. Yep. So
I forgot about you. Hey, this is terrible, so it's really bad.
You don't like the it's very strong coconutty?
It's just really. Oh. I'm
Sorry to hear
hungry, so it's hungry, so I'm eating it, but I can't.
The pork was good.
It's chicken. It's just something in the sauce is just so bitter. Oh, man.
Wow. Well,
that's not gonna work.
meanwhile, let's see. Kenkirk. Kenkirk's just kind of moving very slowly forward.
Sour tasting. Oh.
And as usual, Bob's marking IG-88C so that IG-88B can do a bank. And then I'm guessing he's going to then boost. Come on, Bob, don't let us down. Follow your opening. There you go.
I'm gonna see this.
And the 2-turn there. And as usual, we cannot see the chat, so we'll get in chat eventually, and I'll let you guys know. Meanwhile, Whisper's just kind of hanging out over there and cloaking. So it looks like it's going to be a while before Kenkirk gets into the fight. Yep. So yeah, B is the one closest to the edge of the board. And notice how with his opening and his boost and everything, his guys are perfectly lined up. Like, they are lined.
So that's what
right
he's done.
That's their line there. Looks like he's, oh, we're in the chat room now. Excellent. So it looks like he's probably going to be going for Whisper. Whisper, I don't know what Whisper's going to do. Yeah, the Emperor has been doing a good job today, just in general. So there are Bob's arms.
Yeah, we're about 20 feet from the players. They can't hear us.
We're pretty far away. I mean, if I started yelling at them, they can hear me, but normal conversation they won't hear.
We actually moved. We're about twice as far today as we were yesterday, just to make sure they wouldn't be able to pick up us talking.
Yep. So, yeah.
Green garlic.
Yep, you can do whatever alterations. The Emperor doesn't care about if you reroll. So, let's see. Bob is still thinking about that other dial, and so is Whisper, so.
So I guess with Bob's setup, what we're looking at now is really his starting point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where he's starting the game from.
Yep. He told me he basically is trying to aim it so there's a pincher right about where that rock is on the left side there, on the bottom left. Like, so his guys can kind of pinch in, and he has one guy flanking and one guy coming in from the front.
Okay.
So what he would love is if Whisper stayed going in that general forwardish direction, because that's where he wants to fight.
Sure.
I'm working on the assumption that Whisper's not going to do that, because that's just throwing yourself to your own death.
Bob wants him to do, right?
Yeah. Go Bob, go. Yeah, I told Preston Bob that I'm rooting for Preston because I hate BroBots. So.
Nice. Well, you've tried to be objective and professional, and hide your disdain for the list. But
Oh yeah, the announcement. I guess we haven't introduced ourselves in a while. I'm still Paul Heaver, world champion, and we're here with Aaron. He's the local Twitch master.
Twitcher setter upper guy.
He also runs the Steel Open, and we're doing our thing. So yeah, he's keeping Whisper in front there. So let's see what Bob does here. What is Bob thinking about?
like Jimmy Buffett's drummer.
So what is Bob thinking about that we're not actually doing anything yet?
What's that?
Well, the Kenkirk has moved, so we're waiting for... No, I did not play in this. I did announcing the entire time. Okay, so now Bob has decided to move. So, what does he do here? So Bob wants range 3 attacks for his heavy laser cannon, but maybe he might be worried that Whisper's going to move in and then barrel roll and
Sure.
be out of arc. So right now we're trying to figure out what he's going to do. He might boost here, but if he boosts, he's going to be super close to Whisper. So
Right.
but yeah, if Whisper goes like 2 forward and then barrel rolls. Bob is deep in thought here.
Clearly.
He's in the tank. I don't know. I think you stay where you are, because if Whisper does move forward and barrel rolls and takes the free shot on you and cloaks and all that stuff, then Whisper's next turn is terrible. Like, if Whisper went forward and over here in the corner, like, your next turn, you can either decloak, like, right in front of that rock, maybe, or decloak forward into the mat. I don't think you have a good turn.
Right.
Yeah, he's totally stalling. I'm pretty sure once they get into the fight, though, it's gonna be pretty bloody pretty quick. Okay, he's decided to boost. And the boost gets him the free dodge, thanks to C. And he only went 1 forward with this guy. So he's gonna boost with him too. I mean, Whisper is almost certainly going forward. Whisper's probably, I mean, you're not going to do like a hard turn here with Whisper and just expose your side there to both the
No.
IGs. You pretty much have to be
think
going
not.
forward. Yeah, Bob was telling me he was pretty sure that this is not a very good matchup for him going into this, because he did not like his odds. Yep, does not fit. Yeah, I don't think I'd go with the forward boost, because if you do a forward boost here, then you might not get any shots. So
Right.
this way he gets some shot of some variety. Yep, he only went 2
Two
forward.
straight. Does he roll left to get that rock?
Well, let's see. Oh, he's a rebel captive Whisper, so I don't know what he's going to do here. Yeah, this is a completely different game compared to the X-Wing, you know. Yeah. Yeah. You can tell both of these players are thinking like 1, 2, 3 turns ahead. Well, maybe not 3 at this point, but 2 turns ahead definitely. Like, what's going to happen next turn, and how am I going to take advantage of this turn after that? You know.
So he goes with the evade.
Okay, we're evading. Range 2 shot there. So Whisper opens up with the range 2 shot, and 3 hits happen. And he will spend the evade and take 1.
It's 1 damage.
1 damage happened. He gets the free target lock, the free eyeball, and the free cloak. So Bob is deep in thought here.
Stop obsessing. Let's go.
From what we've seen, Palpatine might decide any game.
Yeah. Palpatine is, I mean, he didn't use it on the attack. He only went with 3 damage on the attack. So obviously he's saving it to make sure that neither of these guys do any damage.
Sure.
But it's going to be tough with, and now Bob decides to shuffle his deck, because it now seems like an excellent time to do so. Way to be prepared, Bob. And And he's going to be activating one of these guys.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so here comes heavy lasers. 2 hits. And all that. And we get the target lock. And we get the gunner. And we get the target lock spent. Not a bad roll, 3 hits. And he Palpatines. Or was that Palpatine or was that a token?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. And he gets the stress, yep, for Rebel Captive. And it looks like he barely still has that shot. Barely has that shot. So here comes another shot on Whisper. He's trying to decide, does he spend his eyeball here? So we'll join up again in 10 minutes when Bob decides if he's going to spend his eyeball.
Oh,
He spends it.
Mercifully quick.
3 hits. So, choices. Does he want that target lock or? Okay, so Whisper took a shield. Whisper just took a shield from that. So the round's over, and the extent of it was like they both took 1 damage.
That seems so.
Yep. Okay.
Where was Palpatine? Palpatine on the first shot from the
First robot.
yeah, from B. First robot. Instead of using the bonus token, he used Palpatine to negate.
Okay.
Thanks.
So yeah, he used Palpatine on defense and spent a token on that first shot. So that's why he took the shield on the second one, because he didn't have Palpatine or anything. So
Right.
he could have spent his other token, but that would have just given him a target lock shot as the follow-up, and that could have ended poorly for him. Okay, so Kenkirk's move was decided pretty quick because I'm assuming he's just going to race forward because he wants to get in this fight, and we'll see what things happen over here. Because now, Bob, what I would do with the B, I would think about dialing in a 4K, because you're going to go before Whisper, but Whisper's going to decloak first, so Whisper's not going to be there.
Sure.
And I mean, yeah, Whisper might just not decloak, but you're fine with that. Whisper not decloaking.
If it doesn't
right?
decloak, then it's no problem.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would seriously consider doing a 4K there. Like, you can't do the 3 Segnors because Whisper's going to decloak right into that and block you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
'Cause, yeah, wherever he is going to be, it's not going to be there. So.
Oh yeah, and be stressed. You're right. He can't do it because of. He should have fired with the other one first.
Yeah, that's what someone was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, if he fired with the other one first, then he would have been able to clear his stress.
Who was it that mentioned that?
Yeah,
Way
should have
back
shot with C
there.
first. Yeah, Blair,
Blair.
you're right. So now his choice, like, because if Whisper decloaks on the other side of the rock, then you're just not going to have a shot at all with Big. So that's going to be a problem.
Well, so it's. Could it be decloak straight and then K from Whisper? Does he have room?
Yeah, yeah, you can do that. And I mean, he's liked doing K turns. He loves his K turns.
Right.
But I think decloaking towards the bottom of the board would definitely be a bad idea because then IG88 just kind of blocks that whole thing.
Sure. They're being hard on Bob.
Yep. Everyone's so mean to Bob.
That mistake adds 2 minutes of decision time. Nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the decloak left as the option here. You get closer to Kenkirk, you might just completely up because IG88's B, the one that's stressed, is not going to get a shot if you decloak left because there's a rock right there. So there's no way you're gonna get a shot there. So you're pretty much guaranteeing that you're not going to get one shot there. So
Oh, it's down. The dial's down.
oh, but the other dial's up.
The other dial's up.
Okay. Yes, it is.
75 minutes.
75-minute time match. Come on, Bob.
Okay, let me go remind Frank.
75. Yesterday we did 60 minutes during the Swiss, but so once we started the elimination, yeah, we went to 75. Come on, Bob. Put the dial down. Nope, don't pick the other dial. Okay, both dials are down. Okay, finally. Here we go. And, oh, he is going to forward. Nice. Yep, he did decide to go do the decloak forward. That was one of the options that we were discussing. I know Aaron was saying he wanted a forward plus K turn. And yep, Kenkirk races in. Now Bob decides who to activate. We probably did have more fat lists make it than would have if we were at 75 minutes, but we just didn't have the time in the convention setting to do 75-minute rounds. You could not pull that off. So Bob is just bumping in. Oh. What? Oh, okay, that's one way to do a 2 forward, yeah. Never mind, Bob is not bumping in. That's a cool way to do it. And then he boosts, which gives him a free dodge. And his other ship. Okay, he revealed the dial, so this is where he starts doing the move. Come on. What's up? Oh, dampeners. Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Inertial dampeners. Just got triggered. Okay. So, yep, now he's getting the shot there on Kenkirk. So he at least gets a shot. Three hits are going in. That's oh yeah. There's not really any roll to avoid. So yeah, Kenkirk just takes 3.
Pop, pop, pop.
And he's trying to decide, does he move his target lock? Nope. He's leaving it? Is he leaving it? He's leaving it. Okay, it's there. Meanwhile, Kenkirk, it's in arc and inside range. So no auto thrusters on this shot. No auto thrusters and no dice. Like no dice modifiers. He is spending an eyeball for the full 3. That's where Bob needs a good roll. So 2. So Bob just took 2 damage to his IG-88.
What did I
So,
miss? So what happened there after the?
He did a forward and then a K-turn, just like you were
Okay.
thinking was going to happen. And Bob blew his auto thrusters there in response, so he'd at least still get a shot on Kenkirk.
Okay.
So this round, Bob took 2 damage to one of his IGs from Kenkirk. Kenkirk took 3 damage, but who cares? It's Kenkirk. He's got 1,000,000, and no other shots happen because that Whisper is way too far away now. So we shall go back to dials here, and yeah, Whisper is presumably planning on following along and just shooting the hell out of these ships now. I mean,
So where? But you know, Kenkirk's going to move before the IGs.
yep.
So where's C go from here?
C might try to do a left bank and block Whisper, so he's
block
at least
Whisper.
not getting shot by Whisper. And then next turn he can do a K-turn or an S loop and get back in the fight. Meanwhile, the other IGB is going to presumably do a 1 hard right and
Sure.
then boost if he has to get a shot on Kenkirk. Or even Whisper if he's lucky. If he's really lucky, what ends up happening is he'll block Whisper so that Whisper doesn't have any like special tokens, and then he'll figure out a way to get a shot on Whisper. But I think that's still his plan is kill Whisper if he can. But we'll see where he ends up. Whisper, meanwhile, I don't know what Whisper does here. Maybe Whisper just puts in the 1 turn and stays stressed and just is like, whatever.
Right.
No one's gonna block me.
Not gonna get-
I'm probably not gonna get shot by
Take
anybody.
a shot. Yeah.
You might do that, or you might do the 2 bank, clear your stress, and figure if anyone gets a shot, it's gonna be IG-88B, who you'll get a shot at as well. So, because it's not like you can blow inertial dampeners again. So, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of interesting choices to make here when you're sitting side by side with IG-88B and you're trying to figure out where am I going to end up.
Right.
Yeah.
Just hearing what we said.
Yeah. Yeah. So you either take that 2 right bank, or you take like a hard turn and still keep the stress. But I always get nervous holding stress on Whisper. Like I never think that's a good idea. So. He's going there. He's going to block the any 3 moves, any little big long moves that IG-88 might make. And he gets the eyeball. So. And Bob is,
had
yeah,
Rock bump.
Rock up moved. Okay, Rock's back.
Fortunately, Bob's one of the only guys in the top 16 who would know precisely where that rock was.
So did he go a short move or a long move? Oh, he is. He's making
Just
that left
exactly
turn.
what you.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's trying to make sure that Whisper does not get a shot on C. Yeah. So yeah, no. Oh yeah, even the one turn would have bumped. So yeah, the two bank is definitely the right choice here.
Sure. Play the stress.
Sometimes it's tough to tell from the angle, but
Yeah, this angle is a little strange. It can be little. Arcs are the same way.
Yeah.
Something can look out of arc that's not.
yeah. Yeah. So he's going to end up getting blocked by that one IG-88, presumably, unless he does something really crazy with Whisper. But if anything, he'll get a shot on the other IG-88. What I would do with Bob here is I would just take a shot on Kenkirk. Whisper's not taking a shot this turn. I would not boost. Looks like he's getting ready to. Yeah, IG-88C is going to do a K turn or a Segnors next turn.
Sure.
Yeah, and I figure as long as you get that, as long as you cloak, you can always depend on the Emperor on the shot coming back at
Sure.
you. So
It's still going to be very hard to hit.
yeah, 4 dice with Emperor, you're like whatever. It's probably going to miss. Or you'll take 1 shield, which is probably what you're looking for at this point. You don't want to take a double shot. Come on, Bob. Put down the eyeball. Put the eyeball down. He's standing there looking at Preston, looking at the board. We're watching him. He is deep in the tank trying to figure out what is going to happen next turn. And how's it going to end up? He's probably just going to slap an eyeball down. Now we have Bob's shadow looming over the table.
Yeah.
Bob is so deep in the tank. If this ends up with just a focus, I'm going to scream.
He's back right. He's back right.
Okay, he picked up. Oh, he's boosting. He is boosting. He's getting that range 1 of Kenkirk. That's a deadly spot to be in, but he does get a free dodge at least. And oh, he went with the one turn. Oh, he's holding the stress.
Oh boy.
Oh. He went with the one turn.
I mean, you got to imagine he immediately regrets that.
Oh, yeah. So Bob's choice to boost there worked out really well for him. And he target locks all the dice. So this is a range 3 shot. Bob has an invade and auto thrusters. Probably just going to bounce off him. Yep. So no free eyeball, no nothing. This could be a big shot here. Yeah, you have to shoot a Whisper. Gets the stress for shooting a Whisper. What he wants to have happen is what he wants to have happen is Whisper wants to take 1 damage.
Right.
Because there's so many awful endings for this. So he's probably going to use the Emperor to make sure that happens. So Bob here is trying to decide, do I just go for the gunner? Go for the gunner shot? Try to get 4 hits? Because if he gets 4 hits, then 2 hits are at least going to go through. This is so huge.
So he,
Gunner? Gunner. Okay, he went to Gunner. Straight to Gunner. And the target lock. Ooh, he got the 4 hits.
Boy.
This is where he needs 2 dodges. 2 dodges. So Whisper took a shield and a hit, and then yeah. Whisper took a shield and a hull. So Whisper is looking pretty bad. But we got a good shot, good range 1 shot here. I don't even. 3 hits in arc, or I think it was maybe 4 hits in arc, and the blanks, all the blanks. So we're into hull. Oh, that's a crit.
that's still 0 and direct hit.
Pilot skill 0 and direct hit.
Oh man,
Pilot skill 0 and direct hit.
brutal.
So Whisper's at 1 hull, and an IG-88's at 1 hull.
It's rough.
And the IG-88 now has to go before Kenkirk. And there's no other shots this turn. So it's going to rapidly be down to the point where it's Kenkirk versus an IG-88 probably. That was a big turn. Making that boost was really good on Bob's part.
Wow. I just keep looking at Whisper sitting there with stress that there's no
Yeah.
reason for him to have.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
he was definitely hoping, like he was definitely playing for Bob to do not the 1 bank left. Like
Right.
he was sure that wasn't going to happen. So he wanted to make sure he was going to have, because if Bob did like a hard turn right, to see where he is, he had that range 1 shot from Kenkirk in his arc, so no auto thrusters. So he was trying to kind of like make it so they were both covering each direction. So no matter where Bob went, he would have a range 1, no auto thruster shot.
Sure.
Either from Whisper or from Kenkirk. So, I
Right.
mean, it's a risky move because you're carrying stress on Whisper, but. You know, the risk kind of panned out for him and kind of didn't. So, because yeah, if Bob just did like a 1 right bank there instead of the 1 left bank, he would have bumped into Kenkirk, so Kenkirk wouldn't have gotten a shot on that guy. But then Whisper would have had the range 1 shot into the back of IG-88. So either way, it would have ended up very similar.
Right.
So I still think it was a decent move. It's just, you know, he was hoping that the other IG-88 would not make that boost and go straight to Gunner and get a 4 damage hit in. So we got some dials down. Well, Kenkirk wants to keep IG-88. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what does the wounded IG-88 do at this point? Does he try to? Because he's going first with that IG-88. So does he want to block Kenkirk's move?
Which one? The one.
The one in the middle of all this mess that has 1 health left. Maybe he blocks Kenkirk's move, so that way he won't get shot this turn at all. Because if Kenkirk gets another shot off on 1 health IG-88, with Palpatine and everything to help that out,
Toast.
he's going to have problems. He's probably going to get killed before he gets to fire. So if he's going for the boot or the block, but the thing is, there's so many different spots. Like Kenkirk can, like Audio saying, he can just kind of do a 1 forward and just drift forward a little bit. And then if IG-88 only did like a 1 forward to try to block, then IG-88 just gave himself away. So it might be 4K time for IG-88, just to put as much distance as possible, maybe get the range 3 shot so auto thrusters turns back on.
Sure.
So I think I kind of like that best.
4K from where he is.
Yeah. And assume Kenkirk's making a short move, to make it so that the other IG-88 might bump. Because if you make a short move and the other IG-88 bumps while your Whisper is clearing stress, then your Whisper at least will have 4 dice for the defense roll. Okay, Bob is...
Dial's down.
His dial's down, but
Is it?
it may be down.
Is it down? It's down.
Yeah, I would just do the one forward with Kenkirk, the 4K there. The other IG-88 has to clear stress. It's probably going to do like a 1 bank or something. Just so he still gets a shot on Whisper, because you've got to take Whisper out. You can't let 1 health Whisper run around and maybe get away.
Well, you certainly don't want any scenario that involves one of these IGs going down before Whisper.
Yeah. Those are all bad scenarios, yeah. Maybe the wounded IG-88 does a 3 Signors right, because then maybe he dodges the arc so he gets auto thrusters that way, but then you're still getting a range 3 shot.
Wait. Thinking.
You're still thinking.
There's thinking. There's more thinking.
Yeah, I would not do another 1 left with Whisper at this point, because then if IG-88, if the wounded one does a 3 Signors left, then you're hosed. You won't get the shot. No, he's just turning hard and trying to make sure at least Whisper does not get a shot off on him. So he's just giving up the idea of doing damage. And he's boosting to get his free evade. Oh, he went with a big move. So he could have blocked if he just went like the 1 forward. He could have caused a giant pile up there. Gets the target lock. So now Bob's thinking, am I going to stay still here? Because he can get it. You can do it even though you're stressed. Or is he going to do the move? This is a big choice. He might pop his auto thrusters, or not auto thrusters, inertial dampeners.
Right.
And
Well, I can guarantee it's something to think about.
nope,
here he goes.
he's going with the move. He's going to block. Interesting.
Just let the BroBot to make sure he gets no shot at all from Whisper.
Yeah, this way
Sound,
Whisper's,
but you can't kill him.
yeah, this way Whisper's still not cloaked. And Whisper's just bumping up. So yeah, for anyone joining in now, that IG-88 near the bottom of the screen has 1 health left and pilot skill 0. The other IG-88 is pretty much fine. Whisper also has 1 health left. Kenkirk took some damage, and the other IG-88 is fine. And bam, there goes the Emperor, I think. Auto Thruster saves him. So no other shots this turn. Just that 1 shot trying to use Emperor to kill off the IG-88. So nothing too impressive happened there. We're already back to dials, and Kenkirk's dial was slammed down. Probably because Kenkirk only has one move that he can do where he does not fall off the board. So it's pretty straightforward. Meanwhile, Whisper and the other IG-88 are having their little duel.
Much better.
No, it still has all its stuff. Okay, so Whisper's dials down, everyone's dials down except for that one IG-88. Let's see, so does he do a 3 left Segnors and get a shot on something? Assume Whisper's doing like a 4K, and I would do a 3 left Segnors here with that one that he just put down. I think that won't hit. I'm terrible with 3 banks though, I can never tell. And he's K-turning. So there's the big K-turn. IG-88's trying to get a shot off before it goes away. And yep, the 2-turn, because that's the move you had. He gets the eyeball. Yep, he did that Segnor, it looks like. And yep, he fit. Good. He was out of arc last turn, yeah. It was close, but they measured it out and he was out of arc. And yep. Oh, he's just moving forward.
Just the 4 straight.
And he's just trying to stay alive and regroup with Whisper. That's interesting. That's a good choice probably.
Gonna roll out of arc.
Yep. Stay out of arc. Worry about all this other not getting shot and dying later on. Yep. No shot there. So he's going to have to take the shot on Kenkirk, which that looks range 1 to me. Oh, it looks, maybe they're making the 2 now. What was up? 4 hits. So Kenkirk is now into Hull.
And it's a range 2 shot. The one that
it is range 2. It is barely into range 2.
So now we have Kenkirk back, range 3.
Yep, he's trying to finish off that wounded one.
But he's just got to clip him, right?
Yep, just got to get 1 damage in. So he's going to spend the eyeball.
And that's Palpatine.
3 damage.
I'm assuming.
No, it was just a straight up eyeball.
Just 3, straight up.
And poof, there goes
Got
one of the
him.
IG-88s.
Okay.
He managed to sneak that point in. Yeah, this is the situation you were saying you did not want to be in.
Right.
Is have a living Whisper and a dead IG.
Right.
Because now he's going to have Kenkirk nipping at his heels while he tries to finish that stupid Whisper off.
Right. So he can't afford to ignore it.
Yep.
And it's a bad spot.
Yeah, so presumably he'll just do like a big bank and a boost, get an evade and try to make sure Whisper's in arc. Because he has to clear his stress by banking, and then boost just so he makes sure he has some kind of shot.
Mm-hmm.
I did lose track. Was that B that died or C? I think
C.
that was that
B
was
was
C.
the one that went all the way around the
B
top.
was all the way
right?
down on the
Yeah,
bottom
so it
over
was C.
there. So yeah, that was C. So C just got blown up. And here comes a big old bump.
That's correct.
And pressed some bumps there.
And they've been keeping track of it in the chat room. Thank you.
Yep. And yep, like we said, here comes B with a big old boost. Or a big old bank.
Big bank, clear the stress.
And he might not be able to boost actually. He might end up bumping
no,
if
he
he
can't.
boosted.
Well, he could bump you. Yeah, boost straight. But they're really doing things for
Yeah,
him.
boost straighting would be bad. So at this point, Kenkirk has a defense die and a free evade from Hassan. So Kenkirk's going to be a pain to kill.
And here, because of the inability to boost, now Whisper can turn away and cloak. Oh no,
He's
not
trying to
gonna-
boost.
There's no chance.
Yeah, there's no way that fits.
No way. Yeah, if he could have.
Maybe if you move less so they can still boost and still get a good shot. But
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, this is
now
this
getting
kind of
this
scary
cloak
spot.
ACD mechanic back in is, I don't think, good for Bob.
Well, so Whisper now is thinking, do I barrel roll? If I barrel roll, am I going to be out of arc? So now he's looking, and he decided that yes, barrel rolling will get him out of arc. And he is correct. He is out of arc. And he is unfortunately in arc but at range 2, but it looks like he's in arc. And we use the Emperor. And 1 point of damage gets in. The Emperor point of damage gets in.
Let me go check him real quick. Second that's going on, B.
Yep.
Has 2 shields.
Yeah, B has 2 shields remaining. Whisper still is at 1 life left. And Kenkirk has a couple points of hull, but it doesn't really matter at this point. It's all about, can we kill Whisper? I mean, at this point, he might want to pivot and just do like a 3 Segnors left and just be like, okay, now I'm going to shoot at the Emperor for a turn or 2 while you get Whisper back in this fight.
I think that's the move. I think that's absolutely the move. I think it's a sloop left is the and start shooting up the, see if you can't finish off Kenkirk in 2 turns before Whisper gets back around.
Yeah, but with Isan and Palp and the die roll, he's like Trixzilla says, he's taking 2 less damage a turn.
Well, but it's a difficult.
Yeah, it's a, this is a terrible choice to
the
be in.
obverse is Chase Whisper with Kenkirk behind you.
Oh yeah, that's an awful choice too.
Which is
so yeah, I think you back away from this and take some shots at Kenkirk and not let Kenkirk just get in range 1 and sit behind you forever, shooting at you.
You take the sloop and as you're engaging Kenkirk, bring it back around to the left. So you can pick Whisper back up.
Kenkirk's doing a big forward move. Oh, he did the wrong sloop. Oh no, he's not doing a sloop. He's
just three
chasing.
bank.
He is
He's chasing Whisper. Surprises me.
He still can't boost because they both just did a 3 bank. Like, oops, Whisper got bumped a little bit. So, still no bank, no boost action. I don't think. He's gonna try it though, but yeah, there's no way he fits there.
No, come on, man. It's no chance.
Come
What
on,
are you doing?
So, if Whisper ends up doing another 3, oh, he's going forward now.
It's going to straight boost.
This is
Now, does that extend him out to range 3 from Kenkirk?
maybe that's what he's doing.
And he puts down an evade. That must be what he's trying to do. The Whisper's going to turn and fire.
Wow, he lucked out there. If Whisper did like a 2-turn or something, then he would have avoided that. She's dead. Yeah, you should say something.
Should I?
Well, actually, tell Roy to say something. Yeah, C's dead, so Bob should not have that evade token.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, we've noticed, and we're trying to.
Right.
Bob assigned a evade to his IG-88, and C's dead, so he should not be doing that. IG-88C is dead.
Oh, so the roll's not resolved, so. Oh, he figured it out too. Preston figured it out.
Sure. And it has been fixed. So there go those last shields.
Yep.
And here comes hopefully the shot that's going to kill Whisper.
He should kill Whisper here, so that's.
Ooh. That is a dead Whisper. 4 natural hits. Okay, well, Bob has a problem in that he's stressed and facing the wrong way and out of shields. But at least Whisper's dead.
I mean, that was a really strong aggressive move that I would not have done. So I would not have wanted Kenkirk behind me. But it seems to work out pretty well. We'll see. Well, we'll see if it wins in the game. I don't know.
Kenkirk spends his target lock,
Target lock, Emperor.
and that's the Emperor die.
And the crit is direct hit.
Direct hit again.
So now we have a real problem.
Now he's at 2 health.
He has 2 hull, stressed with the decimator immediately behind him, and this is a bad spot.
And the Decimator takes 2 less damage a turn.
Right. This is a tough spot to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, at most he can do 2 damage to a Decimator per turn. So he has to get like 4 to 5 shots in without taking 2 damage off his own.
Yeah, Trick, I think you might be right. That might be where we're at. And, you know, he can't turn around this turn.
Oh yeah, Lone Wolf, not target lock. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. Yeah, he has Lone Wolf too. He's got a lot of interesting things that you
Okay.
don't see a ton of.
Oh, right, Kenkirk, yeah.
Kenkirk is barely injured on, and the IG-88 is at 2 health.
Kenkirk's damage? Or the best way to damage? 3 damage cards.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kenkirk only has 3 damage.
9 left.
Yeah. Kenkirk is it's Kenkirk's game to lose at this point.
And it would be, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, no.
Because
bueno.
he's got, you know, the IG's got to be in range of Kenkirk to damage him. So I don't know how you win this game. I don't know how it's.
He's got to be out of arc or at range 3, but then they're going to end up passing at one point. You know, at some point, yeah.
They have to. I mean, he's got to in order to finish to put any damage on the decimator, he's got to let the decimator shoot at it. And with
Yep.
Lone Wolf
Yep.
and
I agree, Trick. He should have. I mean, he had Whisper right in front of him, and maybe that caused him to think of that. But
I think
this Kenkirk is a scary, scary Kenkirk.
I think you're, but even I at the time I wasn't thinking he had so much hull left, but the sloop left a couple turns ago. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. It's a tough spot to be in. Once he got in the spot, like we were talking about, where you had a dead IG and Whisper still running around.
Yep.
Problem. I mean, it's just a problem. I mean, this could be it.
Yep.
He's in arc.
Well, looks like Stephen Michael's game is over because he's over here complaining about something or talking loudly. Like, either he won and he's very, very happy about it, or he lost and very energetic.
I'm guessing no. Looks like a "can you believe this" conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a boost.
He did another boost. And Kenkirk gets the dodge. Not that it matters, but he's got it. Oop. And they're checking to see if it's range 2 in arc. If it's range 2 in arc, this game is basically over at this point. He's got the Lone Wolf.
Emperor.
Then he
changed
Emperors
to
it.
a crit.
And
So that's a crit.
why 5 defense dice?
That's it. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever, it still didn't matter.
Game over.
That is game as
Was it good game?
Yeah.
Especially the opening was a lot going on. Really interesting.
yeah, that
And that build of Kenkirk is no joke.
that Kenkirk, if he's in the end game versus one other ship, it's pretty scary. And we can't
Well,
actually see anything. Yeah.
I mean, consider how the total hit points broke out. Kenkirk has 9 left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so really, not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, Well, let me grab the guys, see if they'll come by.
Yeah, I really like this Kenkirk. Congrats, Preston.
Thank you.
So we're being joined by Preston and Bob. Preston, so you have a very non-standard Kenkirk build. A lot of people weren't expecting to see the super defensive Lone Wolf, Palpatine, Isan. Like you, in the end game, you take 2 fewer damage for every attack.
Yeah.
Like with Palpatine and Isan and Kenkirk's ability and like
Lone Wolf.
and like you have so many chances to not take 2 damage. So when we got to the end game of like one IG versus Kenkirk, we were like, we're pretty sure this is it at this point because Kenkirk is at 9 health. That's 5 attacks from the IG-88 that he has to hit, and he has to hit 4 hits every time. So we're like that's a pretty good time there. So the opening, you set Whisper up to joust with the IGs.
I did not.
Okay.
I thought that. Well, honestly, I don't really know what I was doing with the opening. That's just been my opening for the entire tournament.
Okay.
So I figured if I can bait him with Whisper and Kenkirk come in at the flank, he'll be distracted, and I'll use my D-cloak to block all his possible forward movement and K-turn behind him. What I wasn't expecting was for him to get so far out of range with, I think it was B, and then C just popped the inertial dampeners. I
Yep.
think he expected it. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
I had
But-
other options. If you did a barrel roll or something else, I had.
Yeah, we were saying either he's going to go the 2 forward D-cloak and do a K-turn behind all this mess, or he's going to do like a 2 left get on the other side of the rock and like kind of come in slow again.
I almost decloaked to the left and did like a
would've been
long
right for
three
you.
bank.
I think left would have been into a rock, but you could have decloaked right towards the edge of the board.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about like before,
near the end.
right after the first turn, on the second turn.
Okay. Yep. So Bob, your target priority was Whisper first.
Yeah, well, Whisper is even though Whisper is protected by Palpatine, there's just so much damage coming out of Whisper with 4 dice and fire control system that you have to take her off the board as fast as you can.
Okay.
So that was the general strategy. So I wanted to get a nice range 3 initial jousting engagement against
Yep.
Whisper, and then hopefully either block you with one and allow the other to shoot against an actionless or something. So I liked the beginning. I think I did what I needed to do to get Whisper taken down. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work that way. I did take a shot at Whisper first with IG-88B, and realized after I should have probably shot with C first,
Yep.
because then I could have
Yeah.
Seger loop behind.
We were talking about that. We were like,
Yeah,
now he
that
can't do
was-
any K turns or anything.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm under the weather, and my stomach's not agreeing with me. But you're a great opponent. You played great, so
Yeah.
glad I made it up to the top 4. It was fun. Shout out to the FFG guys for some great prizes too. So
Yeah.
that was probably my one only serious mistake. I think is shooting with Whisper first with B.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I had taken out Whisper that round, then
Yeah, if you did like K turn with B the following round,
yeah,
if
K
you were
turn
able
with
to,
B
yeah.
or even a Seger's loop,
Or Seger, yeah.
put it in the pocket. I think a Seger's loop you might have potentially been able to. Nah, couldn't really block. But, yeah, and then C happened. I was fine. I was in it until I took a lot of damage on C.
Yeah. Yeah, those range 1 in arc shots.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I
they-
rolled nothing.
Yeah,
so.
you're just depending on the dice at that point, and yeah.
Well, even in the end, that was kind of a wonky one too. So I got 5 dice with auto thrusters, going 0 to big. So oh well. But mostly, good game, good role played. I think you created some opportunities to with Kenkirk to go in there and do some damage.
Kenkirk's a beast. I think we're going to see this Kenkirk a little, more often in the future. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's another tanky build. Much like Han with C-3PO is taking, 2 less damage a turn with like C-3PO and evades.
Yeah.
So same kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll have to talk about it on the Novacast at some point, do some napkin math and see how much he's worth, but Palpatine that is. But I played against a Palpatine twice now, actually it was the same opponent, in a store tourney where we actually did 7 rounds, because we did 5 rounds of Swiss and then cut to top 4. And the winner had Palpatine on Kenkirk, and he went 5-0 and then won his 2 games, and I lost to him twice, which is uncommon for you to lose to the same person twice. But, so he's a very good card.
Yeah. And it was on Kenkirk, much like on here.
Yeah, Kenkirk. I think Palpatine on Kenkirk is the way to go, because if basically napkin math again, if you use him to dodge 1 shot on Soontir or Whisper, and then use him to dodge 2 shots on Kenkirk, he's already paid for himself.
Yep.
And there's not a single game in X-Wing where Palpatine will get used less than 3 times, and that's a conservative case.
Yeah.
Those uses of Palpatine. So, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
the only Emperor left, actually. The other two that were in top 16 got knocked out earlier.
My biggest mistake, I think, was right after the K turn. I should have 2 banked in to clear
We were
stress.
talking about that, yeah.
But in my mind, I was so certain he saw that coming and would have. I thought he would have one straighted to try and let me overshoot him and blast into my ass. But I guess my thought process didn't go into what he was thinking, and I just didn't think it out enough. And I had to keep stress for a little bit, and I feel like that definitely led to Soontir's eventual death. Not being able
Whispers,
to,
but yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Whisper. Not being able to get the cloak for shooting B and get a better position, and instead I had to.
Yeah, that was a big oh my god, he did the 1 turn. Because I was originally saying even that I think he could do a 1 turn here, and if say Bob decides to keep the stress and just do a turn to try to kind of disengage with his IG-88 so that he doesn't get right in front of Kenkirk, which is what you ended up being right in front of Kenkirk. So I was like, if Bob does a hard turn to try to keep auto thrusters on, then if you do a 1 turn, then you get right behind him. And I was like, so obviously that's and then I was like, well, holding stress on Whisper though is really scary.
And it happened a lot on this game.
Yeah.
So, the turn where C got lit up is really, that was the one that completely turned it, because if he didn't get lit up, then obviously he was going to Segner Sloop the next turn and pour
Yeah.
some damage.
Yeah.
Either onto Kenkirk, probably, or possibly kill Whisperer if B couldn't. In fact, I think that might have been the turn that you would have had an actionless, uncloaked Whisper, and I would have had a C in the corner pocket with fire control system and gunner. That was the plan a turn before that, and it worked out, except that I took
Except
a
you got
tremendous-
PS0.
Yeah.
So you were going to get killed by Kenkirk before you got the shoot.
Yeah,
if
I
you did
got
that.
killed by Kenkirk before I could do that. I still could have Segner loop, but I don't think I would have survived the shot, so
you
I
would
just
not have,
decided to
yeah.
run away.
No,
Just-
I think that was
just
the
what
right
you gotta
choice
do.
there. Yeah. With the crits that hit you, that was the right choice. So are you happy with the Emperor's performance today? Like in his
Anyone
match
who
and everything?
says the Emperor is not competitive is wrong.
Okay.
I agree.
You heard it here.
Yeah, the Emperor's good.
Okay. Well, thank you, Bob and Preston. Good luck in the finals, Preston.
Thank you.
Bob, well, we look forward to hearing you talk about this on Nova Squadron.
Thank you.
And that's it. Okay, thank you.
Great.
Thanks. Lysol Squadron will rise.
Okay, so that is the semifinal match. The final match will be Preston. He's going to be going against the winner of the other match, who I don't know who that is, but it's going to be either John or Steven. And I don't see either of them standing around here, so we'll be starting the finals as soon as I'm told we're starting the finals. I don't know. All of the judges and everybody walked away, so.
What's that?
Do you know who won the other match?
Yeah, John.
John
So
won?
we'll get John again.
So we'll see John again, the Rebel Swarm, versus Preston, who just won here. So we'll see how Rebel Swarm does against Super Tanky, Kenkirk, and Whisper.
And we'll see how those two, that combination of TLT ships manage Whisper.
Yep. So, and when does it start? I don't know.
It starts actually where Frank Brooks, one of the game developers from FFG that's down, is just wrapping up a demo game outside. As soon as he's done, then we'll set up and get started. 'Cause he'll be calling the final game with Paul.
Sweet.
So yeah, should be shortly. Just like the channel, and then you'll get pinged when we start.